What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today is March 14th, Sunday, and what a crazy week. Actually, before we get into that, I'm going to put a timestamp right here. If you're clicking on the video just to see how I make my video, you can skip to this, but right now, I'm trying to make it a thing. I want to do like a weekly recap on Sundays. Like I said, last video on Sunday, just chatting, but today's video is a little bit different from that. I don't know, every video is a little bit different. But wow, what a crazy week. Went camping, that was fun. I never really camped before. Got some good experience, man. In the video, I don't really talk about it because, like I said, I don't like to complain, but something that bothered me was I'd never camped before. All I brought was a sleeping bag, and I don't know what was going through my mind, but like the ground is still very hard. It doesn't matter if you have a tent, like you're sleeping on the ground, and boy, oh boy, it was a great time, but when it came to sleeping, it wasn't it. Came back, got into some freshwater fishing. The bite wasn't really on. Got back on the saltwater, and ooh, that was just a weird day for me. That video is gonna come out tomorrow. You guys can see that. But now we're here. It's Sunday, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys through how I make my videos. So I was a little hesitant to record this video because to me, all of the stuff that I'm gonna share with you guys seems kind of obvious. It's like, why are you even telling us this? But a gentleman had posted in one of my comment sections on a video that he was like, you should show something along the lines of you should show yourself recording the video and how you put it in and blah blah blah. So I thought, let me do you one better, and I'll show you how I make a video from start to finish, the whole process. With any fishing video, it starts off by getting ready to go fishing. As a YouTuber, that changes up a bit. You got to get your camera and stuff together. So let's head to the office and I'll show you guys. Over here in the office, the first thing I like to do is get my batteries together. So after we're done fishing, we always come over here. This is our charging station. We charge up the batteries and we get ready for the next day. So I come in, I get my hat, get my GoPro, make sure my batteries are all good. These are already all charged up, and I get that all together. It's already all together. Being organized really helps you speed things up. For today's video, I'm just gonna be going to a pond because I'm not really concerned on making a video. I'm really concerned on showing you guys how I make a video. Some weird inception going on there. I'm gonna be taking the Lew's custom light, and it is rigged up already with my favorite, the Shimmer Swimmer. And lastly, you need some tackle. So for pond hopping, I have my secret weapon here, the Pond Pounder Pack. I always used to hate on fanny packs. Every time I would see someone wearing a fanny pack, I was like, man, that's pretty lame. Honestly, if I saw someone just wearing that out like at the mall, I would think it's pretty lame. But when it comes to pond hopping, this little pond hopping pack, my fanny pack, is paramount. I love it. I will never trade it for the world. Now that everything's together, you're gonna go ahead and hop in your truck, and depending on where you're going, this part of the process can be pretty long. So I suggest, my tip is put on a podcast, put on your favorite playlist, just get in a good mood, to record and just have that good energy and head off to your spot. We've made it to the spot, and right now is when I'll get out my camera and start recording B-roll. If you're new to filming and you don't know what B-roll is, it's pretty much anything. Just take out your phone or your camera and video whatever you think looks interesting. It could be your truck, the rod or reel you're using, the lure you're using, a boat, or the place that you're fishing at. Legitimately anything. Just film what you think is cool, and we'll edit it up to some music. It'll look real nice. You guys will see what I'm talking about. You got your B-roll recorded, you got your intro out of the way, and now it's time to start fishing. At this point in the process, it's really all up to you. When it comes to creating your own videos and your own content, you are the producer, the editor, the director, the host. You do it all, and whatever you think would be cool in your video, you put it in there. Me personally, I like to try and catch fish, but if you're having a really slow day, don't be afraid to record a quick segment talking about, how slow the day is, or what bait you're using, what you're thinking, why you think the day is slow, anything like that. Just try and think of a producer mindset and what you want to put in your video, what scenes you want to have where, and how you want the story to be told. Just about finished fishing here, and honestly had a great day. Caught a couple fish. I'm gonna go ahead and fish this last spot, but you guys are gonna be able to watch a pretty nice example video here in a second. I'm gonna film the outro after I'm done fishing this spot, and we'll head home and get to edit. Back at the house, and all we have left to do is import our footage onto the laptop, get on there, and get to editing. Editing is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. I honestly, like I said before, I can't tell you guys like how to edit. It's just such a broad thing, and it really is up to you with a lot of the stuff that you're going to do as far as editing goes. But to help bring you up to speed, I'm going to give you the tips that I wish I would have known in the very beginning when I first started things. First off the bat is going to be a gesture. If you're using like a laptop or you're on a MacBook, this is key. This helps me so much. It saves so much time. So look at our clip here. And when we zoom in like this, you can see on the trackpad what I'm doing. I'm kind of like spreading it apart, and then to zoom out, you pinch. So that's a very quick and easy gesture. And what that allows you to do is, instead of having to click over here and zoom in and zoom out, you can just do that with the touch of a finger on your trackpad. Second tip is going to be some shortcuts. So Command B is the first one that comes to mind, and that is to slice your clips. So if you look here, we have two separate clips now after I Command B. And what that allows you to do is, instead of having to go over to your tools, select the blade and slice, go back and select that, now you just do Command B and it cuts it instantly. The next shortcut that I've got for you guys is going to be Command Z. So if you want to undo something, let's go ahead and make another cut here. And as you can see, I've definitely made a cut. There's two separate clips here, 1, 2. If I want to undo that, I will do Command Z. That undoes my cut and makes it to where it's like I never cut the clip. And then if I want to redo something, I do Command Shift Z, and it redoes, it puts the cut back where I have it. So I'm going to Command Z that. Another very important shortcut is going to be the Command T. So let's delete this clip right here. And if we watch this,
if you're new to
it's kind of like a weird pop, and my head just snaps back into place. It's kind of snappy. I really don't like the look of that. But let's go ahead and put Command T as a transition.
I don't even know if that's the right word.
And then it kind of just does a little cross dissolve fade smoothly into the next clip. Another good one, this comes in extremely helpful when it comes to music, is going to be Option K. So let's go ahead and add a couple of these. These add keyframes. All a keyframe is that when you're looking at an audio file, a lot of the times you can just take and drag this in, right? And that will slowly fade your audio in, but it does a really poor job. So if you have music and you want it to come in real slight, you can take one of your keyframes, make it go all the way down, drag this up to where it's like a gradually getting louder, and then finally your last one at normal 0 decibels. And let's take a look at that.
Now is when you want to get out your camera. Right now, I'm using the iPhone, and start recording some.
Perfect. So you can see how that is a lot smoother than just simply taking and dragging in that little volume adjuster there. The final tip that I have for you guys is one that I really, this would have saved me so much time if I would have known it in the beginning. It's such a simple thing, but it's one of those simple things that changes so much for you. It's like the wheel. So when we're watching this, let's go ahead and watch it.
Get out your camera. Right now, I'm using the iPhone.
And you can see that's normal time. It's playing back at normal time. And when you're sitting through watching your clips, trying to find the good stuff to put in your video, it can take long. It can take a very long time. So if you have 3 hours worth of footage, you would technically spend 3 hours watching all of it unless you know what you're looking for. This next tip, watch what happens when I press play and I press L.
We made it to this spot, and now is when you want to get out your camera. Right now, I'm using the iPhone, and start recording. You're doing or just
as you press L more and more times, it's going to speed up your clip to where you can watch it faster. Now, it's not actually making your clip like faster for your viewer. When this is all said and done and my video is edited, the final product won't be fast, but watching it is a lot faster, and you can skim through your clips a lot quicker. Boom. So that last tip right there has saved me so much time while editing, along with, keeping in mind while I'm out there recording, knowing what clips I have, where I want to put them. You really have to get into the mindset of a producer while you're out there. Be thinking of how you want these clips to be in your video. That seems self-explanatory, but for me starting out, it wasn't something I did. I kind of just went at it with a winged approach and recorded everything and anything. And that's just not going to work if you want to do these things efficiently. So now that I've given you all the tips that I think will help you out to get started, I'm going to finish editing up this video, and we're going to watch the final product, this little example video that we just made. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today we're going to be pond hopping, but before we get into that, let's have a word from our sponsors. Today's video is sponsored by me. That's right, me, MCD TV. If you haven't already, go check out my channel. I'm a pretty cool guy, and I got a lot of cool videos for you to watch. Now, let's get back to the video. During the summer months, these rocks always, I mean always, have tons of snakes on them, just coming to bake in the sun. And even though it's winter, I still like to be aware. Been fishing for a little while now, and we haven't got any bites. Fished some pretty juicy spots that usually yield fish, so we're gonna sit down over here, get inside the pond pack, and switch things up. We've been using the Shimmer Swimmer. I feel like it's a little big for the size of fish that are usually in this pond, so I'm gonna switch it up to this guy. It's about a ½ inch shorter, and that's gonna be the Gary Yamamoto, man. This guy is the freaking head honcho when it comes to Senkos. If I was a bass, I would bite that. I would seriously tear this up. We're on, my guys. I thought I was stuck on this little lip here. We're actually on a bass. Sweet. Oh man, I did not even set the hook. I don't know if you guys saw that. I did not set the hook on him at all, because I didn't want to set the hook. You probably can't see on the GoPro. There's a little ledge right here. I really wish I would have, because that guy looked nice. Could have showed him to the camera, but that's hopeful. That's hopeful. We got a bite. Definitely are some fish in here. All we needed to do was switch it up. I'm gonna keep fishing, maybe get on another. There we go. That time I set the hook, and I double set it this time just to make sure. Okay. Wow. There we go. I said I double set it this time just to make sure, and we fail again. Oh, that hurts, man. What I'd normally do here after losing 2 fish is bend this hook up a little bit so it's kind of out like that. I don't have my pliers on me though. That's really sucky. I left them in the kayak from the last time we went out to the saltwater. Usually have a pair in this pack. But yeah, like I was saying, these fish are they're not aggressively taking the lure like I'm used to. They're kind of just playing patty cake with it, picking it up. So it's really hard to tell when you've got that bite. You kind of just feel tension and, you know, go with it. And right there now, see, I'm really trigger happy now, trying to set the hook and everything. You see, and that's still wait, is that a... Bro, I cannot tell if that was a fish or if it was the ledge. This spot is so tricky because there's a little ledge that you have to cast to. That's where they hide out. It's like this underwater, and then it steps off into a little ledge. You have to cast right there because they all lurk right under that ledge. It's like their camping spot where they wait to ambush bait, and you get caught up on that. So I really am confused if I'm hitting the ledge or if I'm getting a bite. It's like that's a bite. That's a bite. Okay, I got a good hook set. Oh, please, I don't want to lose this guy. Not gonna reel it in too far. Yes, nice little bass here. Whoa, 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 come on. Come on, come to me. So, finally, on a bass, boys. And he's not bad. That's at least a 1 pounder. I did not bring my scale with me. That's a 1 pounder for sure, though. All right, boys, what a successful catch. Let's go ahead and release this guy. Man, he's got some real sharp teeth. Those dug down into my freaking thumb there. Wow. Very rarely do I get a bass that is super sharp teeth like that. He actually punctured my skin with those bad boys. We gotta wash that up with some hand sanitizer. But that's interesting because very recently in my last bass fishing video, I got a comment saying that if their lips are red, that they've probably been eating crawfish, and that usually if they have real sharp teeth and not those little stubby ones that you don't really do nothing to you, they've been eating mainly bait fish and like minnows and stuff. So that's interesting. But yeah, the ledge is tricky. You can get caught up under there, and that's why it was tough for me to determine, like, should I set the hook into this, because I don't know if I am in the ledge about to, you know, really get myself stuck there, or if it's a bass coming to get my lure, because they're not biting it like crazy right now. It's just subtle pressure that I'm picking up on. It feels like you're just, you know, coming into a snag. I think that's what I just did right there. I hit the ledge. Enough talk about this ledge. I'm gonna focus on catching a fish now. There we go, got him. Let him take it a little bit that time. Oh man, he's aggressive. A for aggressive on this guy. Come here, right here. They've all got a bit of some sharper teeth right there, tearing up my thumb. Not too worried about it though. It's just one thumb, you know. And release. These guys are super aggressive, man. They're taking it, darting off. I love that. I love to see that. Talking about aggressive, it looks like my Senko has croaked, man. I'm gonna try and do some ghetto boy stuff here and keep it alive. Let's see. Do you guys think I can catch another fish on that? Comment down below. Looks like the Senko's had enough. I've tried making a couple more casts with it, but it was to no avail. So I'm gonna go back into the bag. I've been wanting to try out this lure, man, the Sakoshi Bug. This is one of those lures that I've been really wanting to, well actually, bad idea. Those are supposed to mimic a crawfish, and we were just talking about how these guys obviously have sharp teeth, probably aren't used to biting crawfish. The Shimmer Swimmer should be a solid choice right now. Maybe. I've always had luck with the Senko at this pond, but that one was destroyed. I don't feel like cutting another one in half. And plus, I want to test out this theory of sharp teeth, they fight bait fish. And ooh, just as we're talking about it, we've got us another jumping, hooting, hollering, aggressive bass here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. You're caught. You're beat. You've been bested. Oh, we got them all in that grass. Let's get that off of you. Not a great look for our photo op here. There we go. And I don't know. It looks like it holds true. That Shimmer Swimmer catches anything and everything. Healthy little dink. Look at him, man. Awesome to see it. But I do think that the Shimmer Swimmer will work out here. Just finished up making our last couple casts, and before I sign off here, I want to do some honorable mentions that I didn't talk about during like the how-to part of this video. Those two things are going to be recording in front of people. It's definitely hard in the beginning, especially if you're like a shy person and you're not really, you know, you don't like to put yourself out there. Recording in front of people can be really awkward. Even for me, I'm not a shy person, and in the beginning I felt real uncomfortable having the camera, talking to it, and having people watch me do that. I just felt really weird. Second thing is sponsorships. Every goal, or most YouTubers have a goal of doing it full-time, making money off of things, and you're gonna need sponsorships. I put that in there because of that, and I thought it was funny. But yeah, you want to definitely have respect for your audience. Obviously your audience, your subscribers, they come before everyone. So when taking on sponsors, at least ask them before you start doing the sponsorship, like, hey, can I try the product, to make sure it's something you would use. Because I've seen my dad where he'll get a sponsorship offer, he uses the product and he absolutely hates it, and he will refuse to sponsor them and, you know, advertise that to his audience. He doesn't want people to buy that and then it reflect on him, like what the heck. So it can be hard to say no to the money, I'm sure, but definitely want to respect the audience. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you learned something, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Hope you have a great day. Peace.